in the hopes that the morning won't come. So I sing, Mama, I've been living with sharks and piranhas, living life on the edge with prima donnas, but we on now, yeah. Lost in Hollywood with the Hollies and the Rihannas, lights, camera, action, pool parties and saunas, we on now, yeah, we made it, yeah, we on now, yeah, we made it. It goes 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 4. Started from the bottomless floor. Anonymous, nobody was riding with us. I was ignored. We was knocking, they was behind the door, not answering. Started making mixtapes out of my own estates. An empty 1-bedroom mansion. Great. Had to work a 9 to 8. My baby waking up late. Texted me that when you coming to bed, I'll wait, cause the sunshine will be right here. And I'll be fine, my dear. So remember this, when you're hot here, don't let the money and the fame bring on my tears. So keep a cool head and your mind clear, and watch your front, back, and your side rear. Remember where we started from, spaghetti no parmesan, Mr. Meal no Ramadan, now we always all on time. Mama, I've been living with sharks and piranhas, living life on the edge with prima donnas, but we on now, yeah, we made it, yeah, we on now, yeah, we made it. Ooh, it goes 1 level, 2 level, 3 levels, 4. New bezel, new devils, and I met them all. Backstage is outrageous, everybody act famous. C-list, B-list, A-list, and ain't no pain at all. As real as the champagne pours, I feel that my magic more. My face finally made the page, ain't seen home in weeks and days. I took 12 shots in Dubai, all in just to numb the lie. Hard like the number 5, when you realize that the sunshine was always right there, and I was blind, my dear. So remember me when you're out there. Don't let the money and the fame prey on my fears. So keep a cool head and your mind clear, and wherever you go, I'll be right there. My love said follow the stars, I will wait for you like pause. I will pray you don't get lost and you find your cause, cause mama, I've been living with sharks. Slow it down, slow it down. Slow it down, slow it down. Backstage is like life stages. Everyone wants to feel more. Caught up in the rat races. Chase us until we feel sore. It's a long, long, long while. It's been a long, long, long time. Now everything feels numb, feels numb. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy DJ Reed, and you're here for season 2 of the Artist Spotlight. Today, I got a very special guest. I know I have some hot hip hop R&B artists for y'all, but you know, artistry is more than music. Artistry is poetry and acting, and I have a great guest for you guys. I'm about to bring her on. She's a poetess. She's an actress. Give it up, y'all, for Candace Nicholas-Lippman. Yo, how you doing?
Good. I just realized my mic was muted. I was like, yeah, like, oh, he can't hear me. Okay.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, backstory for the people that are watching. If you guys remember a show called Monday Night Love Sessions, we have this wonderful young lady come on with a group of ladies, and she was in a play called Invisible Danny, and that's the first time I was introduced to her. And ever since then, I've been following her career, and she's been doing big, big things. Big things. I'm telling you. I mean, she on the stage doing poetry. She up in ABC Studios doing acting and everything. We got a celebrity on here, y'all. I think this is our first real celebrity.
Oh my gosh.
But no, really, I mean, congratulations on all your success. I see blessings and blessings and blessings upon you. And I know you just celebrated, what, 10 years in LA?
Man, 10 years. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes.
That's awesome. So, first question I ask everybody on this show, because we're in the middle of a pandemic. What
Yeah.
have you learned about yourself when the shutdown first happened and everybody had to quarantine? And that could be personally, just your artistry. What have you learned?
I've learned that I have really, really strong faith. Like, I already knew that I had that, but everything going on with this pandemic has even revealed to me more how much I trust and believe in my Father and what his word says, as opposed to what's going on in the world. Because there's just been nothing but like mass hysteria, people fighting over toilet tissue. Like the world just went crazy. And I surprisingly remained very calm because I was like, God is in control. Like, he got the whole world in his hands. So regardless of what the media and the world is doing, I'm choosing to trust in God. So that's something I really learned about myself, is that, man, God really got this. He really got me. He really got us. Like,
Right. And wait a minute, what happened?
so I thought I
There we go.
was by myself for a minute.
Okay, there we go. See, let me tell y'all, before we started, we were having all these technical
Oh
difficulties
my
and
gosh.
everything, but I rebuked the devil, and we're
Yeah,
gonna make this happen.
right.
That's cool. So, what made you want to do acting, and what made you get into poetry?
Okay, so the acting question, I always thought I was going to be a lawyer when I was
Oh
little.
wow.
My uncle, I have an uncle who lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and he has like his own law practice. And then my grandfather, who's from Connecticut, because I was born in Baltimore, Maryland. So my grandfather is in Connecticut, and he has like a PhD from Harvard, and he's his own businessman. So I really like looked up to them when I was little. And I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to change the world one courtroom at a time, Jesus. Like, that's what I thought I was going to do. But then I took 7th grade drama with Mrs. Clark at San Brandon Middle School in Sacramento, California, and it completely changed my life. I went on stage, I performed a monologue. I know this sounds so cliche, but this is really what happened. I performed a monologue. The response I got from my peers, from my teacher, the way I felt on stage, I was like, oh, Jesus. This is what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to change the world through my art, and if I get to play a lawyer along the way, hey, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but so that's kind of how I really got into acting. And then I always imagined myself being like this young Disney star. I love the Disney Channel and stuff. So that's when Disney Channel was really, really a thing. Nowadays, the kids have social media and YouTube and stuff, but dang, I'm making it seem like I'm super old. I'm totally not, you guys. I don't know. I'm over here sounding like back in my day when there was Disney Channel. Like, no. But I always wanted to be like one of those child actors and child stars and stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of how the acting started for me. I guess it was always there, but it was me taking 7th grade drama class that revealed to me, oh my goodness, I really have a gift for this. Like, this is what I'm meant to do. And in terms of poetry, I have also been writing poetry since I was little. And my teachers would literally have me, like, my English teacher would have me go around to all the other English classes throughout this campus and have me perform my poetry. One of my very first poems was called Ode to My Red Pants.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, any poets out there, y'all understand the ode poems. That's kind of like what you kind of start with as a beginner with poetry and stuff. And yeah, that poem was a hot mess. Like, I was like, my red pants smell like onions and fish. And it was such a weird poem, but my teachers loved it and had me performing it all around. Now spoken word, which I feel is spoken word poetry and poetry they're the same, but they're a little bit different at the same time. And I was really introduced to spoken word poetry when I moved out here to Los Angeles. One of my peers in college showed me Jackie Hill Perry, Genetics, Ezekiel, and I was like, who are these people? What is this? This is amazing. Like I've never seen people do poetry like this. And I saw them perform, and then I was like, oh my gosh. And the next thing you know, I just started writing. And yeah, that's kind of how that came about.
That's dope. That's a dope story. It's something you've been doing since childhood. And
Yeah,
a lot of young people out there have these dreams as childhoods, but they don't go that route. And for
right.
you, that's a blessing that God was able to let you keep those dreams and allow
Yeah,
you to use them
yeah.
for as long as you have. Um,
Especially where I'm from too. Like a lot of people don't know because of my personality, people assume where I'm from. And like I was raised in the hood of the hood. Okay. And it's interesting because a lot of my peers that I went to high school and stuff with, they'll find me on social media and they have literally reached out to me and they were like, see, Candace, we always knew you'd make it out. So like that was the environment I was brought up in, for the fact that I made it out of Sacramento, the fact that I made something of myself and I just didn't end up having kids on welfare. You know what I mean? Like
right.
I chose to do something different or better for my life. And a lot of my peers, unfortunately, didn't get the opportunity to do that. Or yeah, I would just say that didn't have the opportunity, I guess, or create the opportunity. Let me put it that way.
Right.
Create your own. Yeah.
And you know what? There's always something about that setting when somebody does come out that environment. You made it out. You hear that all the time.
Yeah.
But hopefully that gives them hope to do something to make it out too,
Right.
That's motivation for them. Because people say it a lot, but then they don't do nothing about it. So,
right. And the whole concept of making it out is literally just making a choice.
right.
Making a choice. And I made that when I was very young. Like I said, I used to watch TV and watching the Cosbys and Fresh, Prince of Bel-Air and all that, and seeing shows like a different world, and seeing these type of shows where I'm like, oh my goodness, these are successful Black people. Like I don't have to live. My environment doesn't have to be my future. Like I don't. You know what I mean? I don't have to be a product of my environment. And then my whole East Coast family just being so different than here on the West Coast, where my East Coast family are, they have degrees and they have their own businesses and they're scholars and authors and orthodontists. And just knowing that other side of my family exists, I'm like, okay, there is a different way of life. I don't have to live like. So I just always knew since I was a kid. And also I never fit in anywhere. I never fit in.
I know exactly what you mean.
I'm always the weird, awkward person.
Right.
So that also let me know that I feel like there was something unique or special about me. Like I'm like, there's so much more to life than these little four corners that I know,
Right.
Yeah.
That awesome story, great inspiration. Shout out to Sacramento, because I'm a Bay Area kid myself.
Hey,
So,
Bay
Area. And let me tell you something. A lot of the people from Monday Night Love Sessions are from the Bay.
Oh,
and we have one person on that show who would hate us because we're from the Bay.
Oh, wow.
Don't hate on the Bay Area, okay? We're the best.
Right.
People don't understand how much great talent came out the Bay Area.
Hey, come on.
For real.
Yeah.
We got some great talent that came out the Bay Area. And when people find out you from the Bay, I'm like, don't hate. You represent. Don't hate. Come on now.
Right.
Come on now. Bay Area is the city of greatness. I mean, it's the area of greatness. Okay? All right. Don't get me started about the Bay, because we can talk about that.
Listen.
That's home.
North vibe is different than y'all
right.
down. Okay.
Right. I'm telling you. So speaking about that, how was it moving to LA for you? What was the experience for you? I asked it for every Bay Area person because I always get the same answer.
Yeah, I laugh because that is such like a loaded question.
Uh,
Um, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people that move to LA to aspire to make it in this business, in this entertainment industry, we always seem to have similar stories, but mine basically, I guess would be kind of the same. I mean, I literally moved out here with $600 to my name and whatever I could fit in my Toyota Avalon. Like, and I transferred universities because I was going to Sac State University and then I graduated out here at CSULA. But moving out here was a huge like leap of faith and a lot of courage because I don't have family. I don't have anyone out here. So just moving out here by myself, young like that. And the fact that I've lasted 10 years and not only lasted, but survived and thrived out here and also didn't allow all of I've been through some stuff out here, but not allowing it to change who I am. Like, I love when people say, I remember you when you first came out here and you still have that same joy. Like, it's very rare that you find people where life doesn't just completely break them, you know? And I have been in so many situations where life definitely tried to break me, but I'm still here. So,
I'm telling you, moving to LA is a learning experience. You
man,
are, it's a whole, not
it's
culture,
different.
it's just a whole way of life.
It's
Different way
different.
of life out here.
You could definitely have culture shock for sure. Like, and
Yeah.
I know Sacramento is a city, but in terms of perspective, it's almost like this small town because it's literally like
Mhm.
everyone knows everyone in Sacramento. You go, people are so like, oh, you're from Sacramento, and they get so excited. I'm like, you act like I just said I'm from Paris. Like Sacramento, there's there's nothing. They're like, oh, it's the capital, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
but there's
Yeah.
really to me that it really offers this to really give perspective. Someone told me Sacramento is where you go when you become famous and you don't want people to know who you are.
Oh, wow.
You want to live a quiet life. Like that's how quiet and small Sacramento is. Like there's
Yeah.
really, yeah.
Man.
I I represent,
Yes. Yes.
but yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I think one thing that scared me when I came out here was the driving. I got on the freeway, 405. My eyes just popped open like, oh no, I can't, no,
Yeah,
no.
freeways out here. We don't have that many in Sacramento. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
I definitely gotten lost.
So transitioning, I'm sorry, I have a speech impediment. Transitioning, over to LA, you learned a lot. Was it difficult, you say? Very difficult?
It's
Yeah.
extremely difficult. It has been, and it is extremely difficult to live out here. And because I have had successes out here that I'm very grateful for, I'm still like every other actor, just constantly on the grind, like constantly just trying to completely fulfill my dream out here and to fulfill my purpose, So yes, I have accomplishments, great accomplishments, and I'm very proud of myself, but I'm always constantly looking ahead because I'm nowhere near where I believe God has called me to.
Right.
So,
But that's awesome. Speaking of accomplishments, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. ABC networks, that's big. But I think one of your biggest accomplishments watching you is A Rose Called Candace.
Yes, for sure. Oh, yes.
And I say that because ABC is big network and all that stuff, but I think A Rose Called Candace solidifies you as legit actress and poetress. And I think I just seen you break out bigger and better with The Rose Called Candace. It just brought you a lot of attention to a lot of people. Tell us the concept of A Rose Called Candace and how that came about and where is it taking you so far?
Well, first I want to ask you, have you seen my show? Oh yeah. I need to be in the studio so I can
Look,
talk to people. I want to be
look,
like,
look,
people,
look, look, look.
they support you. You ain't seen my
Yeah, how you just gonna put me on blast on my own show? Come on now.
Oh snap. No. All love. But A Rose Called Candace was a process for me. Worked on it, developed it for 4 years. For 4 years before I even previewed it for an audience. I was going through hell during that time. There were many times I wanted to give up during the process. I was starving. I was homeless. I was living outside out of my car at that time. I just, man, A Rose Called Candace is extremely special to me. It is my baby. It is my story. And it is purpose. I always tell people my show is not just entertainment. My show is ministry, which you will hear a lot of people who've given reviews on my show would say, the fact that my show has touched so many people of different ages and different backgrounds, different cultures, different races. I know it's nothing but God, because how can my story, this little, black girl from Sacramento, be able to reach, this older white man who grew up in London, or this Indian girl, I have been able to reach so many people that my story is so universal. So I'm very, very grateful. I've had successful runs here in LA, including being part of the Los Angeles Women Theater Festival in 2019, and then debuting my show off Broadway for the United Solo Theater Festival was like, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm very, very proud, and I'm looking forward. I'm very excited for what doors God is about to open for my show next, because of COVID, things have shifted. So I have to now, what is the next step for A Rose? Because the world is different now. So I have to navigate, through that. But yeah, people ask me still, they're like, oh my goodness, you have to do your show again, and I have to really think about, okay, now what does that look like in this new norm that we're living in right now for society? But yeah.
Okay.
Rose Called Candace is my baby.
Would you call Broadway the height of your career?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's Broadway, so
yeah, I mean, in terms, I guess, I don't know. It's hard for me to really answer that, because I don't feel like I've reached the height of my career.
okay.
Yeah, you get what I mean? Like, for me, there is no sky. So all of what I'm believing that God has called me to with my talents and my gifts, and in terms of my career, I haven't even touched the surface yet. So I don't believe I've reached a height yet. I'm still climbing. So
well, okay, we'll say that's a milestone then. That's something you can check on. Okay.
Oh my gosh, to be able to say, and and it was really my friends who, I'm so grateful for my circle, because I have an issue. It's hard for me sometimes to celebrate my joys and to celebrate my successes, because I'm always like, okay, yes, I did that, but this is the finish line over here. And this is over. Like, I'm not, and my friends are like, Candace, you're an off-Broadway actress. Not many people can say that. And not only an off-Broadway actress, but I also wrote, directed, and produced my own one-person show, So it's just like, all of that is something to celebrate, and it's a huge milestone. And yes, I could say I have an off-Broadway one-woman show. That's an amazing accomplishment. So I'm very grateful, and all glory to God. Yes, Jesus.
All the sisters are watching it. This is a perfect example of black girl magic right here. For real, for real. I mean, she's been in LA for 10 years hustling, and then she went to Broadway on top of that. But she got higher goals besides Broadway.
Oh
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. Because you know, a lot of people say once you make it to Broadway, I'm good. I reached my
Oh
goal.
no.
But for
Oh
you to
no.
say I want to go further, that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, I don't think,
Yeah.
and then I ultimately like people, a lot of people don't know, like I write and I direct, as well as me teaching and doing stuff like this. So as an artist, I want all of what that encompasses. So not just me being an actor. A lot of times people don't know, oftentimes it's not really the actors who have the power. It's the people who are producing the projects, who are directing the projects. And, so, I want to have my own company. I want to be able to put positions in place for upcoming youth, for youth, underprivileged youth. I want to be able to give back. So there's so much I want to do that doesn't have to only deal with me in terms of my career,
Right.
like there's so much I want to be able to do when God does bless me with that platform. Like I always tell people, I'm not in this industry to become famous. Fame is a byproduct of me fulfilling purpose. If I fulfill purpose, all this other stuff will come. So what I'm focusing on is what God has called me to do, and me focusing on what I can control. The how is his business. So I know that there's all these things that I want to be able to do to bless other people. And when he sees fit to bless me with the platform to really be able to do that, listen.
Where's my hoop triggers? I need my hoop triggers. It's my organ in the background because she's preaching right now.
Oh my goodness.
You know, hoop triggers. But no, that's very important what you said, and that's something that needs to be said, and a lot of people need to hear. And those are some words of encouragements that I truly appreciate you for saying, especially with the Culture Network. Lord knows how hard it is to run the Culture Network, especially doing this all by myself. So
Oh
yeah.
man. Yeah, I understand. Trust me, I understand. Yeah.
So I just got a couple more questions. So I want to pick up all your time. Because you're a celebrity now.
Listen,
So
I feel like I look a hot mess. Today was super busy today, and I just feel like I look tired. Do I look tired?
no, you don't. You look like a rose called Candace.
Aha,
So Invisible Danny, how was that play for you?
oh my gosh. I was not expecting to ask about Invisible Danny. I would rather not talk about that show if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Well, I just asked that because I talked to the director, the writer, and I brought up your name, and she said some wonderful things about you. And she had a glow on her face and smiled. She said,
Aw.
Candace. She's like, I love Candace. She's like,
Aw.
I love Candace. I love working with her. She's like, I'm gonna probably gotta get something else going so I can work with her again.
Yeah,
So
Kiana's great. Yeah, she's
yeah.
great.
Shout out to Kiana. Got a baby on the way.
Oh,
So
right. Yeah, she does.
yeah,
Yay.
congrats to her. So yeah, okay, we're not gonna talk about that play, but I just want to give you that message and let you know
Oh,
that.
thank you.
Yes. So I caught it at the last minute, so don't hurt me over this. I saw you did
Oh,
a
Lord.
virtual performance.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have bought my ticket for that, but like I said, I caught it at the last minute, so
Oh, goodness.
I wasn't able to. But I want.
Listen, your viewers gonna be like, sir, you over here bringing on this artist, you don't even support any of her stuff.
Wow. That is not true because I know about her stuff and I'm bringing all this stuff up. But if I didn't know anything about this artist, I wouldn't be bringing up all this stuff, okay?
Oh
I
my
said,
God. Hilarious.
look,
It's,
like I said, now,
but yeah, I did. I had virtual performances all weekend, actually. Yeah.
okay, all weekend. Yeah, I would
Mhm.
definitely buy tickets. Let us know where we can get. Let us know how we could tune in to your performance.
Well, they passed. It was this week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's
See
okay.
how you got me all shooken up
I
and
got you all
everything.
discombobulated there.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, this is a great interview. Yes. Um, um, okay. So, do you think about doing a rose called Candace virtually? Have you considered about doing that?
Wow, you are like the fourth person who's asked me that. And I also just recently got an offer to perform a rose virtually. But after much consideration, I had, to let them know my show was not a good fit
Okay.
for a virtual stage. And one day, God willing, if you ever see it, you will understand why. Like the people who've seen my show, they even agree, like, oh, yeah, no, my show. And I know I may sound biased because it's my show, but I would say
Mhm.
this even if it wasn't. My show is really special. It's just a special show. And it's not one of those shows, it's just not meant for it to be seen virtually. Like I literally imagine people, what if they're having Wi-Fi issues during the middle of my show, or what if they're like doing laundry and they with the kids, they're like, "Hey, be quiet, be quiet! I'm trying to watch this show now. I'm trying to watch Candace." Like I don't want. That's not what my show is for. Like my show is literally 60 minutes exactly, 1 hour, no intermission, and I literally take you on this roller coaster ride on this wonderful, heartbreaking, triumphant, encouraging, hysterical, like ride roller coaster with me. And you will not be able to feel that if
Mhm.
you're watching it like this. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't, no. So that's just something that, and as much as I would love to perform a rose again, oh my gosh. Like I said, this is my heart. This is my baby. I also have to make sure that I'm always doing my show justice and I'm always fulfilling the vision that was originally intended for my show. So I'm not willing to compromise that, the beauty
Gotcha.
that it is, just to do it again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everything is meant for virtual. So
Yes.
I completely understand that. I think from what you're saying, your show is something that you need to be in because you don't just sit, you'll feel it.
Oh no, for
So
sure. Like my shows, anytime I've performed in any theater, my theater spaces, I don't think I've booked a theater space that's more than like 80 seats. And that's a lot. Like that's how intimate my show is. Like there's small theaters, almost black box style. It's very, very, very intimate. You feel everything. Like, yeah.
I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah.
Cool, 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 cool. I have seen something. The last thing I think I've seen of yours was Dream Girls. Your Dream Girls
Oh my God.
on social media.
Please, please, Lord. Of all the things that I post,
No, I'm
that's
playing with you.
so
That's
laughable.
not true. No, but you have been putting a lot of sketches.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
yeah.
you have been putting, and they are funny.
Thank
They
you.
are funny. So I
Thank
do.
you.
So yes, what creatively, what brought you to doing that?
I was doing sketches, like I was on other people's channels and
Uh,
stuff like that. And then, I had a couple of people with me on their channels. They were just like, "But Candace, you got to start creating your own content too." They were like, "You're talented, but you're making us money, and I'm going to keep using you." And so, you know what I mean? But I think you should start, creating your own content. And I self-taught everything. Like I taught myself how to use the camera. I taught myself with editing. Like I write it, I edit it, I direct it, I do all of it myself. And I really have to also give credit to COVID, to the pandemic. Like there's so many things now that we've learned about ourselves and that have been birthed that we didn't realize we could do had it
right,
not been for this pandemic, and it really forced you to be creative. And this is one of the things I love about being a creative is that no matter what is going on, you can't take that away from me. The fact that I'm an artist.
right.
So I literally just had an interview on Sunday and I was asked that question, how has COVID affected you in terms of your art or you being able to work in the industry? I said, I love something that Tyler Perry said. He said, if they don't invite me to the table, I just created my own.
Right.
Well, that's kind of what I'm doing with my content. I am constantly auditioning, Lord Jesus, which is a blessing too. But I'm getting pinned and then I get unpinned. I'm getting producer sessions. I'm getting callbacks. I'm getting told that I'm a mate, whatever. But then I don't book, and it's just really hard. That's a whole nother topic, but it's really hard with that regard in terms of being an actor. But it really forces me to be like, okay, Candace, you can't wait for the industry to give you opportunities. You are a creative. You were put on this earth to create. So start creating it yourself and watch God open the doors for you. I've never been the type to just sit back and wait for someone to give me something or do. Like, I've always had this, I'm grinding, I'm hustling by any means. Like, I will never give up. Let's go. Let's go. Like, I've always been a hard worker. So that's kind of what came about with me just starting to create my own content. And then also too, my brand is very specific. So, a lot of sketches have to do like with a lot of sexual, things and stuff like that. And I have a lot of kids who follow me. So I'm very specific about also what kind of content I want to be a part of and what I want to put out to the world. So, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I know I haven't been to none of your shows, but I definitely do want to support you. I know this is my first step by having you on the show because, like I said, I've been watching you from afar. But you have some merchandise out, and I have been going through your merchandise.
Oh, see, y'all hear that? He's been going to again.
No.
He has not bought any.
Okay, let's say this. Okay. I am a family man. I have a wife. I have 2 kids. One of those kids is about to be 9 months old. So yes, I have one son who is 9, who think he's 19, and then I have my little 9-month-year-old who thinks she's 16. So yeah, so all my money is going to them right now. But I mean, no, really, I am. I saw your merchandise, and I do want to get some stuff. Tell the people what you have on your website. Tell them what your website is first.
Okay, guys. So my website is www.arosecalledcandace. My name is spelled Candace. arosecalledcandace.com. And on my site, I have everything. I have my spoken word CD where you can hear me doing some poetry, based off of my one-woman show, A Rose Called Candace. And my whole site is based off of my one-woman show. So if you haven't seen my one-woman show, you'll probably be like, oh, this merchandise is cool, but I don't get it. But if you've seen my show, you're like, okay, find your bloom. I choose me. I choose free. I choose freedom. Like, you will understand those because those themes were throughout my show, So I have masks now. Woo! I'm so excited. I have masks. I have hoodies. Hopefully winter will be coming soon. So if you can buy hoodies. I have t-shirts. I have books. I'm a whole author in these streets. Yes. I wrote three spoken word books. So I have, all kind of stuff on my site. So go shopping. Support, y'all. Support.
Yeah, the holidays are coming up too. So there you go.
Show the host how you guys are supposed to support. Okay. Give him an example. By going to my website and purchasing something, screenshot it, send it to him, tag him, and be like, go support. No, I'm just like, I'm literally joking though.
Okay, come on. If I give you another invite, are you going to come back after all these jabs? I'm like, no, but for real, people, go support. Go support. Especially we need to uplift our Black entrepreneurs.
Yes. Support Black businesses. Come on.
Yes.
Especially artists out here, man. Support, please.
Yes. Especially with all that's going on in the world right now. I know you're out there being an activist as well.
Listen, yep.
And I know you went out marching too.
I sure
did. This past spring or summer. What was that experience like?
It was difficult. It felt liberating. It felt empowering, and it was extremely heartbreaking all at the same time. So the things that you see on TV, with the riots and the looting and the police getting out of control, is different when you're witnessing it there in person. And it was just hard. And that wasn't my first march. It hasn't been my first protest, and stuff. So I was very aware and prepared and knew what I needed to do, but I hadn't seen it get so violent before. And it to be initiated by the police on top of that, and then blamed on us peaceful protesters. It was so crazy just watching that, and how still in 2020, like, this stuff is happening. It was very heartbreaking, but also still very empowering, because I got to do something that those who came before me fought for. Right. And I now am carrying on that legacy of fighting for what I believe is right and fighting for my people, which, a little plug, is very important for everyone to vote.
Yes.
Vote. All of your ancestors, they suffered and died and sacrificed for our rights to get out there and make a choice. I'm not telling you who to vote for. That's your business. But what I am asking you to do is at least get up out the bed, go up the street somewhere where there's a polling place, and just cast your ballot. It's really not that hard. Just cast your ballot. Be a part of the solution, especially if you're the one complaining about it. Amen?
Right. Amen. And look, everybody should have gotten their ballots by now, because California sent the ballots out. I know I got mine, and I did mine. And I'm going to take my son with me. I'm like, look, you turn 18, this is what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, before we got this topic, I want to share this with you, because I shared this last season. My son came up to me and said, Dad, I wish the cops did not kill this man, because we were all, me and my wife and him, we were all just sitting here looking at the protest like, wow. And when your 9-year-old son comes up to you and said, Dad, I wish the cops did not kill this man, that's heartbreaking to hear.
Yeah.
And he didn't cry. He didn't do nothing that. It just motivated him. He said, Dad, let's go march. Let's go march. I didn't want to take him.
Yeah.
I know it was crazy out there. So just as a father to protect him, I said, no, not now. I think you're too young. I saw a lot of babies out there protesting, which was nice to see and cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, as a black man, as a black father, I just wanted to protect him, and I didn't want him out there. But just for him to say, I want, to make a change, and I want to go out there and protest, I wish they didn't do this. I'm like, be careful what you do, because the babies are watching you.
And and I love too that you are having this open dialogue with your child, and also too with people not realizing that us as Black people, these are conversations that we have to have with our children. Like, I'm afraid for even, God willing, my future children, I'm afraid to even bring children into this world right now. It's just a lot. But bless you for letting there be an open dialogue, and for the baby, for him to be so aware at such a young age is a great thing,
Yeah, because it's an important time in the world, especially coming November 3rd. It's going to be real important and real crucial. It's scary times. Scary times. So we need our kings and queens out there to stay woke and pay attention. Do your research. Pay attention. See what's going on. Make sure you know what you're voting on. Make sure you know what you're saying yes to. Make sure you know what you're saying no to. So, yes, we just have to put that little plug out there for y'all. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure you go do it. They got places for you to drop it off early and everything. All right. 3 people you like to work with.
Oh my gosh. Viola Davis, Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep.
Okay.
They're amazing. Like, one day, please, Jesus.
Now, if I ask you 3 people who influenced you, would they be the same 3 people, or is that a completely different list?
Ooh, that's always a hard question. Who influences me? I'm going to have to say my pastor. He influences me. He is a great man of God. He is a very wise man. I've known him nearly almost the whole 10 years I've been living out here in LA. He is my mentor. He's my teacher. He's been a surrogate father to me. Like he is someone who influences me and pushes me and challenges me, disciplines me sometimes, chastises me. Like he is the reason why, on top of course, with God's grace and mercy and love, and everything, but my pastor is he's very much someone who's kept me grounded and someone who keeps me just focused, like, and knowing what I need to do next, really good guidance.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going
to Calvary Baptist Church, Hawthorne, California.
Calvary Baptist Church.
Gotta give that plug for my church. Woo woo.
I was about to ask you, shout them out. That sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it's off of Prairie and El Segundo.
I know where it is. That's right around. Oh no, I can't say that because I don't want everybody to know where I'm at. So, yeah. Yeah. Right. I had to catch myself there. All right, Calvary Baptist Church. You guys have online services?
We do. CBC Hawthorne. Everything is CBC Hawthorne. So you can find them on Instagram at that, YouTube, Facebook. Everything is CBC Hawthorne. So yeah, we have all the services and everything online. Okay,
I'm definitely gonna check them out too. You always say praise Moses. Praise Moses. I don't even know what that meant, but
okay.
Yeah, somebody. That's off camera conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, I'm gonna apologize to you publicly for not showing up to your shows or anything.
Oh no, that's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I didn't even see Invisible Danny either. So
I wanted to ask you too. I literally thought that earlier. I was like, I bet you he didn't even see that show. Like, terrible.
I got it from Kiana too. Let me tell you, I interviewed KJLH's Tammy Mack. And,
yeah.
She did her One Woman show, and I didn't go to her show.
Her show too. Yeah, I've seen her show. It's really great.
Yeah, she tweeted me. She was like, when you get your tickets, I got a spot for you for the after party and all that. I was like, okay, I'll let you know.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's hard to get out when you have kids.
Okay. I want to hear that. Come to my show when they have children. No, I don't want to hear that.
Well, now I know that. Now I know that. So, okay.
Well, now everything's shut down now.
Yeah.
I don't know when the next time you'll be able to see them.
Well, when everything opens back up, what's next for you?
Well, God willing, at this point, hopefully I book, that series regular. That is the goal now. I'm very much ready for that next step within my career and everything, so, I'm grateful for the guest star roles and the co-star roles and that stuff, but I'm ready for that next level. And I know my agent is too. He's been extremely patient and he believes so much in my talent and stuff, and it's just, like I said, it's hard as an actor where people really just do not realize how much actors have to deal with rejection on a constant basis. I was in a producer session and the casting director literally asked me with the, on the Zoom call producer session. And she's like, oh yeah. And how tall are you? And I said 5'8". And she's like, ugh. In the very beginning of the callback, and in my mind as an actor, all you start thinking is like, oh my gosh, am I too tall now? Like, why did she respond that way? Was that like the thing that made me not book this now? And me to still have to continue on with the audition after receiving that, you know what I mean? So it's just a lot that actors have to deal with. And that's why I tell people all the time, if you don't really have a heart for this, you should not be doing it. You shouldn't, because you are constantly being told no. You are constantly somehow feeling like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm too tall. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not what. And often, a lot of times too, it has nothing to do with your talent. as to why you may not book. It could be like little, things like that. So anyway, I feel like I totally got off topic. What did you ask me? I went on a whole tangent. I don't even know where I am.
Hey, no, because that shows the struggle is real out here
It
when it
really
comes to your
is.
profession. That's all it shows.
Oh,
So
that's
I
what I
mean,
planned after COVID. Plan to, God willing, be working, being like just on set, working, creating, doing what I love to do, and hopefully now seeing the fruits of my labor. You get what I mean? Like, yeah. So the struggle can end, Jesus. I'm waiting for the part of the abundance in the name of Jesus. Man. So, and I just believe that it is coming. I've been through way too much and I've believed for so long and I've worked so hard. So I just constantly keep believing. Every time I get a no, oh, they chose another actor, they went another way, or you didn't book this one. I always think like, okay, God, that was not for me. So the next thing is, and I thank you, God, for whoever the actor is that you did bless with that role, because it was
right,
meant for them. So I'm very
right,
grateful, Father God, for the opportunity. So now what's the next thing, Candace? So I never,
right.
allow myself, or try my best not to allow myself to wallow in like, oh, dang, another no.
Just remember, the Lord, He has always something greater for you.
Right,
All the work you put in, the ministry that you're doing, He has something greater for you. When this
right.
pandemic is over, there will be glory coming out of this. A lot of
I'm
people are tripping out over the pandemic, but I'm staying calm. I tell people, this is happening for a reason. And when
right.
it is all over, you'll see the blessing on the other side of this.
Yes.
So,
I receive it, Jesus. I've been planting a lot of seeds. I receive it
yeah.
already. I'm ready.
And it's been coming already. Like I said, you hit one of your Broadway. That's one right there.
Man.
A
Man.
rose called Candace. That's a brand itself right there. And that's blowing
Yeah.
up for you right there too. So like
Yeah.
I said, you ain't got none to trip and worry about, because I'm already seeing the blessings upon your life already. So
Amen.
yeah, for real. So with that said, I appreciate you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having
Uh,
me. You guys
you,
be sure to follow me. Follow me, A Rose Called Candace, IG and Facebook page, and then me, Candace Nicholas-Lippman, everywhere. On YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, y'all.
all your sketches will be on YouTube as well, right?
Yes, on my
Yeah.
YouTube, I have like, it's so diverse on there. I got spoken word, I got sketches, I got motivational videos. Like I have a new web series that I wrote, directed, starred in, produced, edited it, did the whole
Man,
thing. The new web series called The Secret that is out, my very first one. I'm so proud of myself and my actors. And yeah, you guys just please support. Follow your girl, support.
yes. Well, I didn't even get to welcome you to the Culture Network, so welcome and thank you for coming. I hope
Thank
you enjoyed your
you.
time here on the Artist Spotlight. Uh,
Yes.
like I said, this is awesome. I'm so happy that you agreed to come on. Like I said, I've been following you for the longest. Thank you again. Everybody who's watching, thank you for tuning in. It's
Yay.
been a great episode of our Spotlight. Next week, I got some great music for you. I got the talented award-winning Tracy Cruz coming in. She's gonna be my guest next week, and then I got another special guest probably coming in next month or so. So I'm your boy DJ Reed. This is Candace Nicholas-Lippman.
Candace Nicholas-Lippman. Oh my gosh. Listen, sir.
I have a
Oh Lord. How many
one botch. Okay, one. Come on, forgive me.
It's okay. It's okay. Candace Nicholas-Lippman.
Nick, Candace Nicholas-Lippman. Ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen. This is everybody's homegirl right here. Okay, this is everybody's homegirl right here. She'll judge you, but she'll still love you.
Right. It's all love. It's okay.
It's all love. But again, I'm DJ Reed. Candace Nicholas-Lippman.
Yes.
And we're out. Peace.
Bo Jackson. To all of my people, to all of my African people,
I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be. I am going to be all I can be.
you say it.
I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be.
Reaching for the stars, really far, somewhere out of space. Dreaming so big that my brain is nearly out of space. I don't waste the time, put the plan into action. Underrated legend, 2 games, Bo Jackson, yep. I'ma take what's mine without asking. Apologize, maybe after, maybe never. I just wanna live better. Let's get it together, treat your life like a treasure. Tell obstacles, I'm applying all the pressure. Leave town by sundown, get drowned for my pleasure. By any means, any schemes, any measures, I'm giving up the day after. Never, ever, ever, whether or not they wanna see a black man behind bars. Man, I'm a motherfucking star. Had a conversation with the universal God. She said the universe is ours. You say it.
I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be.
You say it.
I am gonna be all I can be. I am going to be all I can be.
You say it.
I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be.
You say it.
I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be.
4 years ago, I lost 2 loved ones in 6 months. I can't front, I was stuck, everyday funk. Well, I reached to the sky for some energy, not realizing my remedy was inner me. Gain more knowledge of self, study my history, discover we're the products of kings. No mystery for centuries. Africans deny liberation. They mask our importance with their false education. Put a halt to the faking, let's create a nation. Black and brown faces lead our own situations. Do it for the babies. Yes, we can save them, filled with African love. Let's raise them, relying on ourselves. We don't need nobody's help. We've got our own money, we don't need nobody's wealth. The words in the hook will give you confidence to make it. This is my everyday mantra, you say it.
I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be. I am going to be all I can be.
Bo Jackson.
I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be. I am gonna be all I can be.
Hands down, fist up. Hands down, fist up. Hands down, fist up. All my people sitting down, time to get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Hands down, fist up. Hands down, fist up. Hands down, fist up. Hands down, fist up. All my people sitting down, time to get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Hands down, fist up.